Hey everyone, I'm Baby, and today I'm talking about being transgender. Okay, I kind of feel like this is going to be a controversial video. Not because of anything I'm saying, because, you know, I'm all for trans rights, but I know that, like, oh, I hate saying this. Because it actually does kind of get to me a lot. Like, no one will ever feel how much it actually angers me, how trans people are treated. Like, oh, it gets to me more than homophobia. Like, even just thinking about it now is making my blood boil right now. But I wanted to make this video and I wanted it to be positive, but there will be some like negative things obviously, like the other two videos, but yeah, I wanted to make this video because they're just as much of the part of this community as the rest of us, you know? So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, sorry, I had to start with a negative one. I really didn't want to, but it just does happen. People thinking they're just perverts. Like, what else can I say? I think you all know by now. This is what the big huge trans debate is, you know, that they're just perverts wanting to get into the women's bathroom. Like, no, that's literally never happened. There's never once been anything of someone, like, pretending to be a woman to watch cis women go to the bathroom. That doesn't happen. Like, if a trans woman is going into the women's bathroom, it's because she belongs there, okay? Like, what else can I say? Like, let women use the women's bathroom. Like, although in a perfect world, bathrooms aren't gendered at all. Just saying. Alright, this one's gonna hurt too. People thinking trans men don't exist. So here's a crazy thing, in case you didn't know. Trans people aren't just women, trans people are men as well. Like, you probably heard of him, but there's a trans YouTuber, his name is Jamin Dodger? Well, yeah, his name is Jamie, that's what I'm getting at. And he is a trans man, a female to male. And a lot of people comment on his videos, you'll never be a real woman, and he won't be a real woman, because he's not a woman, okay? Or, okay, I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit this, but I do watch 90 Day Fiancé. I know it's a bad show, but that's why I love it. But like, the last season of The Other Way, there's so many, okay? Like, I'm not even gonna get into that. They had their first trans person, his name was Gabe, and he talked about, like, different trans surgeries, which I'll get into soon. And he goes by he, him, and yeah, that's all there is to it. I don't know what else you want me to say. Okay, I've heard this one, like, I don't know if any of you ever heard people talk about this, but I have. But they don't just get their genitals cut off, okay? Like, I've seen that, like, misconception so many times. Like, a lot of people, even in, like, some TV shows I've seen, a lot of people actually think that. They don't. Like, I'm going to talk about the actual surgeries in a different point, but right now, I just want to say, a bottom surgery is, like, way more complex than that. I don't really want to use the terms, but I guess I'm going to have to. So, whenever a trans woman, the penis gets turned inside out to resemble a vagina. And I don't know what they do with the testicles, but I'll have to check that. And then for female to male bottom surgery, they actually that one's way more complicated to me. It seems they actually like have to take skin from like your forearm or your thighs to like basically sculpt a penis with it, and then like they attach it to like I don't know what they do to the vagina, but they attach it somehow, like. Obviously, I don't know how the ins and outs of it. I just know, like, the basics. That's all I know. I don't know what they use for testicles. I think the testicles are fake. Yeah. In fact, Gabe again said that, like, there's one where the testicles are basically, like, a pump, and you squeeze them to get a... I don't need to finish that. I think you know where that was going. So, yeah. Trans people don't just get their genitals cut off. So, please stop thinking that, okay? Okay, this one's a bit of a happier one, but trans people have to deal with taking testosterone or estrogen. So testosterone for trans men, so female to male, that makes them grow like facial hair or chest hair. It makes their voices go deeper. I think it makes them grow an Adam's apple as well. I don't know how that works. So yeah, and then trans women have to take estrogen, which basically makes their breasts grow bigger, I think. It keeps their voices like at a more feminine tone. I don't want to say high, because I have a high voice too. And, yeah, I don't know what else estrogen does. Can maybe someone tell me what it does? Because I don't actually know. Those are the only two things I know it does. Because I know about this because of the reality show I Am Jazz. Because Jazz is a trans woman. And she's been like a she made the show to show how all the misconceptions are not true about being transgender, and I'm really glad I found that show. I mean, I already respect the trans people at that point, but I'm glad that my parents watched it, because now they respect them too. So yeah. See, that was a tangent that was relevant. This one is also not that bad. Having to find a name that fits them. Because at my old LGBT group, there was a trans person, and he still hasn't really found his name that fits him. Like, the last time I saw him, his name was Chester, but I don't know if that's still his name or if he has another name, because I haven't seen him since the group kind of ended. So, yeah, but I hope he found a name that was good for him. Yeah, and I've seen other trans people as well, like, one of Jazz's friends, what's her name now? Her name is Jacqueline? Yeah, her name used to be JoJo, but she changed it, because she didn't like the name it was associated with, so yeah. And that's fair enough, you know, because sometimes they like the name, but then something happens that gets associated with the name, so they change it. There's nothing wrong with that. Jazz actually chose her name because of her sister, because her sister played Princess Jasmine in a school play. So, yeah. I think Jazz suits her really well. Also, quickly, just want to add, I just remembered, not all trans people change their name. Like Dylan Mulvaney, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, sorry. She didn't change her name at all, so that's fine as well. Yeah, that's one that I've experienced too, not personally, but I've seen it. People being misgendered. Told you they weren't all nice. I mean, you already knew that. But yeah, because I've seen so many like trans people get misgendered, and it's awful. It really is. Like, oh, I don't even want to talk about it. I saw a video. It was like a hate video towards Jazz, and like they were calling her he/him in the video, and the comments were disgusting as well. I'm not even going to even read the comments. I'm not even going to show you the video or tell you where to find it, because nah, they don't deserve any, like, screen time from me. But just thinking about that actually makes me angry as well. So I'm not going to talk about it anymore. But yeah, a lot of them do get misgendered, and it's not okay. Now, it's different if you're, like, just say, like, you're a longtime friend or a family member, and they just came out as trans, and then you accidentally say, like, just say, for example, you just said he, but then you quickly changed it to she. Like, I don't think that's as bad, because that's not, like, it's not like you're doing it in a malicious way, you know what I mean? Like, you should still try and, like, work on that, though. But if you do accidentally call one of your longest friends who's now trans the wrong pronoun at first, then I don't think there's anything entirely wrong with that, but again, try and work on it, because it's not nice. This is what I didn't actually know about at first, but voice training. A lot of trans people actually train their voice to sound more masculine or feminine. Like, I don't remember who it was, but there was this YouTuber who came out as trans, and she had a video before she transitioned, compared to, like, it wasn't a video, it was audio, but she had, like, the two, like, side by side, and she's, like, trained her voice really well. Like, she doesn't even sound the same. Like, it's almost like she got, like, the masculine voice, like, dubbed over or something. Or, like, the opposite, and that was really cool. Like, good for her. I like that. Let me know if you're trans and you're watching this. Let me know if you trained your voice, because, like, that's actually kind of cool. That's really cool. Maybe I should train my voice to sound deeper. Here's one that's actually hilarious because of how much it doesn't make sense. People using biology against them. You know, saying, like, you'll never be a real woman because you can't give birth, or you'll never be a real woman because your hips are too, like, I don't know, wide, not wide, like, small. And it's like, shut up. Like, there's so many cis women who can't have kids. Like, it's like, come on, that doesn't even make sense. And like, there's hundreds of cis men that have wide hips as well. Like, I have wide hips. Like, what else do you want from me? Like, what are you talking about? And it's just, like, I've actually seen trans people laugh at this as well, because it is ridiculous. Like, it's not funny, but it's really bad. But I can't help but kind of laugh at it because of how much it just doesn't make sense. Because, like, it's actually a biological fact that, like, trans people are real. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but there's a biologist that I follow, and he's so awesome. His name is Forrest Valkai. And he's a real ally, okay? And he actually uses biology to prove that trans people are real. So, to all the people that say that, that's what I didn't really know either. Not every trans person has bottom surgery. I talked about bottom surgery before, so I'm not gonna, like, get into that again. But, yeah, some trans women do keep their penis, which I may sound kind of strange, but you know what? It's their body, their choice. You know? Like, what's her name? Her name is, like, Peppermint, I think, yeah. She didn't get bottom surgery. I'm not sure why, though. I think it's just because of her beliefs or something. But yeah, she didn't get bottom surgery, but she looks so stunning. She was actually on IMJS too. At first, like, they didn't really get along, but now I think they're fine, so that's cool. And there's also, like, I think there's trans men as well that don't get bottom surgery as well. Yeah. I don't know why, though. Like, I guess maybe they just don't want a penis or something. Like, yeah. You know, again, if you're a trans man and you haven't had bottom surgery, but you're never gonna get it, please tell me why. Well, don't tell me why, because that might be too personal, but actually, just forget I said anything. Alright, this one is kind of obvious too, but top surgeries. Now, for a trans woman, top surgeries are kind of different because they're more of like a choice thing, really. I mean, it's a choice thing either way, but what I'm getting at is like when trans women take estrogen, their breasts start to grow anyway, but if they want like their breasts bigger, they'll get like top surgery, you know? So that's like fine, that's different. But like for the opposite, for trans men, top surgery is kind of an important thing because it's when they actually get their breasts removed, which I've seen it happen, not in person, but I saw it on IMJazz, and it is a very delicate procedure. It's not just like they cut them off, they actually like have to like cut them open and then like basically absorb the fat really, and then they have to like stitch it up so it's flat, and that a lot of trans men have scars under their nipples, which, you know, a lot of them are actually proud of their scars, but still, they're really big scars. Like, I'm sure they like them, and that's cool, but I don't know how I would feel about that. But I'm not trans, so it's fine. Okay, I'm recording this bit way after I recorded the rest of the clips, so that if you're wondering why that ponytail's there, that's why. Don't worry, you're not going crazy. But I want to add this bit. Okay, so being transgender doesn't equal your sexuality. So what I mean is, just say a trans woman is dating a cis male, it doesn't make either of them both gay males, okay? Like, they're both either straight, bisexual, pansexual, like, you get the idea. It doesn't, like, equal to that. Because I've seen this, like, everywhere, you know, like, well, if a man likes you, then that just means he's gay, and it means you're gay, and no, it doesn't, okay? Because, like, for example, Jazz again, Jazz identifies as pansexual. She just dates anyone because of their personality. She doesn't just date boys, and she doesn't just date girls. You know? Although I do think she has better connection with girls, but that's just my opinion. And because after I recorded those parts, the new season of Big Brother started. In case you didn't know, I do watch a lot of reality TV. But yeah, that started, and there's a trans woman on it, and I like her, I want her to win. And then one of the other people asked if a boy liked her, it would make him gay. But like, I'm gonna choose to believe that she was only asking because she doesn't understand it, but like, that was quite horrible to say. Like, it really was. So, I think I was clear on my point, you know, this time. Usually I go on a big tangent, but I actually was really clear this time. So, good for me. I saved the worst for last. I don't even think I'm ready to say this. Cis people thinking that cis is a slur. I don't even know where to go with this, because it's not a slur. It's the medical term for someone who isn't transgender. It's, like, literally the medical term. Like, I don't understand why you can't comprehend that. Like, oh my god. Like, I don't really know what else to say. I'm not going to say him by name, but you know exactly who it is. But a certain billionaire actually said this, and entirely banned the word from a certain social media that I will never speak of again. And it's like, oh my god, are you actually serious? Did you actually say that? Oh my god. It's not even funny. Like, I don't even find it funny. It's just, it's disrespectful. It's disgusting. Like, no. I can guarantee that all these people say the T slur. I can actually guarantee it. So it's like, shush, okay? I'm cis. My parents are cis. My brother's cis. Like, most people actually, I know a few people who are trans and non-binary, but like, most people I actually know are cis, because there's not actually that many trans people. Like, people say, like, you know, 1,000 kids are transgender. Use the percentage, because when you put a percentage, it's not that much, okay? And I'm not even going to talk about the dark stuff as well, because a lot of trans people, you know, especially kids and teenagers, have, like, commit a certain act, and it's like, it's so horrible, and it just genuinely upsets me, but because of all the transphobia that's going on right now, but we'll get through it, I'm sure we will. Like, we're not gonna let those horrible people win. Okay, sorry, my video got a bit dark there, but that was my last point. I actually had a lot more to say than I thought, so that's cool. But, I know, to all my trans, like, friends out there, I love you all, you're all perfect the way you are, and don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise, okay? But, that's where I'm going to end it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!